What's going on, man? This is Drosie Rose, and you're watching the Real-Izm TV.
And I swear, sometimes I feel I'd rather be alone, man. I swear, forget the fakes, I'll do it on my own, man. I swear, sometimes I feel the need for getting love. Do not ask me for no favors, no, I got it out the mud, man. I swear. Right.
I like to call this man the comeback kid, bro. This dude is one of the few people I know that had a buzz, faded away in obscurity, then came back with another buzz.
Obscurity.
That is one hell of a feat, man, especially these days where rappers come a dime a dozen, man. Got the man Drosie up here, man. I'll let the people know, man. Introduce yourself, man.
What's going on, man? Dustin Drosie Rose. Drosie Rose. You want to put them two together, either way. What's going on, man? Here with the big brother Ron Moon, man. Hunter Talk.
Oh, man. Nah, the pleasure's all mine, man. I've been trying to get you for a minute, dog. Shit. Yo, shout out to Cool Mark, man. You know what I'm saying? We kept on missing times, and this and that schedules was conflicting with one another, man. I'm glad you're right here, bro.
It's an honor, brother. I wanted to back in the gap, so like the fact that now is timing was perfect.
Yeah, already. So, man, let them know, man, what's been up with you lately, man?
Oh,
what
man,
you got going on?
It's really like, I don't know the way I put it, man. It's God. Like, I had, like you said, like years ago, you know, I feel like I've been going hard, you know, but it was just kind of like then some stuff happened. I had to fade away, came back. God put the right things in front of me. And really, like, I just kind of did what I was supposed to do. God lined up the cards, and things fell in place, and good things been happening.
Okay, man. So let them know, man. Because you're not originally from Shreveport, right?
Oh, I'm from Shreveport.
Oh, you from Shreveport?
I'm from Shreveport. I got family in Chicago.
Okay, right. Because when I first met you, I was under the assumption you were a Chicago kid.
No. My uncle, like he stayed out there because he's Willie Nelson's sound engineer.
Okay,
so
no
you
shit.
know, like he does a lot of work with Willie Nelson. Shot Willie Nelson. 80-something years
straight
old,
up, man, the great Willie Nelson.
But yeah, like I'm from Shreveport. I got some family in Chicago. My mom's from Los Angeles.
Okay.
My dad, he's from like North Carolina. Some like. What is it, Durham, some shit like that?
Yeah, okay, Raleigh, Durham, okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's kind of like, it's like a lot of influences outside of the South, you know. Got
you, man. Well, hell, I was about to get excited. I thought I was going to be talking to another Illinois kid, man.
Hey, Bears Nation, Cubs Nation.
Yeah, well, don't give me no consolation prize now, shit. You still got me feeling lonely now, shit. I'm back to square one.
He's like, I'm with another Louisiana
straight up, man. I'm the only Illinois motherfucker in Louisiana again. Thank you for that. Appreciate that.
Sorry, brother. This
old xenophobic city, man. This is one of the cities, man, where it's a liability to tell somebody you from somewhere else, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Because they will ride on your ass something serious, man. I had to learn that the hard way in high school.
That's the truth.
So
like, you ain't from where I'm from, James, but you don't like what I like? Psh.
Exactly. Like, I think I was one of the only people that liked Jay-Z back in high school, back in the time when it was Cash Money and Swisher House.
Oh, yeah. If you wasn't a chameleon then.
Yeah, there you go. Color change and click, man. So you come through saying Rockefeller, bro. You was pretty much wearing a target on your head. But anyways, man, how'd you get into music, man? What was your introduction?
Man, I think I wrote like my first rhyme ever. Like maybe in like the 6th grade. One of my teachers, one of my old English teachers, his name was Nia Mitchell. I was sitting next to one of my old friends, Anthony Talaferro. He like would write raps or whatever, and like I started writing some, and like I would like spit him to him. I was like, man, you like this? And he was like, yeah, that's dope. It was whack as hell. Like looking back on it now, but like I just kind of did that. And because I mean I was always around music. You know, my brother, he's 10 years older than me, so like, I remember being a little kid and like 3 6 Mafia dropping, riding in the car with him. We listened to 3 6 Mafia, the Marshall Mathers LP, some Shady LP. He put me on like Tupac. Nas, my favorite rapper Nas, one of the first albums I ever heard was Illmatic.
Straight up.
So like I was just like from my brother, then my mom, she was big into like West Coast music. We used to listen to like a lot of Pink Floyd stuff. A lot of Pink Floyd, my dad, Leonard Skinner, and then he listened to like a little bit of like Southern rock and stuff. So it's kind of like I had everything from all angles that kind of came in together.
Okay, already.
So I was always around music. Then Willie Nelson, you know, like every year for my birthday when I was a kid, I got a Willie Nelson autograph poster.
Right.
I couldn't really appreciate that because it was like little.
You still got those around?
Oh, of course, yeah. I got one that says Willie running for president. He's like with a joint in his mouth.
You know how much them shit's probably worth today, bro?
Hey, that's name keeps though.
Okay.
I gotta keep those.
All right, man. Now, I gotta give it to you, man. You don't exactly look the stereotypical rapper look, man. It's not even because of the white thing, you know what I'm saying? I think we're at the point now where it's 2015, you know, we passed that shit. We kind of used to that shit now, man.
They're going platinum. Right.
I'm gonna touch on that in a minute, man. But I'm talking about, it's like you kind of got more or less kind of like a skater look to you than a hip hop look. So do you ever draw any kind of, you know, weird looks or surprises when you tell people that you can rap?
I mean, kind of, you know. I mean, it's always been like, I never like, I don't know, I've always just kind of like dressed, you know, my thing. Like, I don't know, it's kind of like a purpose thing, you know. If everybody else is wearing like 501s, you know, I'm going to look for something else, you know. Because, I mean, like, it's kind of like at the same time as it sticks out, like, in a bad way, it'll stick out in a good way, too. Because, like, a lot of people, like, they don't even know my name, but they see me, just, like, the way I dress, 1 and 2 together, you know.
Right.
But, I mean, yeah, I've got that a lot, you know. Like, whenever, like, the skateboard thing came out, I tried to skateboard. I busted my ass, like, 100 times. Like, I was down at the little skate park whenever Rob Dyrdek set that thing off. And, I did give Rob Dyrdek a CD when I was in high school, though. I stayed out there for, like, 10 hours.
No shit.
Counted one, I did.
Okay.
Oh, well. I guess you didn't listen to it. But, yeah, man, I tried to skateboard. I went through that phase. But I kind of like the style and stuff, you know. Like West Coast style, like Pink Dolphin, one of my favorite brands. Right. Ruka, stuff like that. But, I mean, yeah, I mean, I try to skateboard, but I get that a lot, though.
Okay. Now does it help? Now, you got to be careful, man, because you can't veer too far from hip-hop, man.
That's true.
You know.
Very true.
You know, it's just, I don't know, man. I guess it's with hip-hop, man. It's this thing where you can be expressive, but you can't go too far with it. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna wear no Kanye West skirt or nothing. Yeah.
I mean, shit, hell, keep it real, shit. That's accepted now. Hell, fuck it.
That shit, that ain't accepting to me.
Shit, the way shit going now, man. But the reason why I bring that up is because, you know, with the white thing, man, you know, is there ever a fine line that you don't want to cross because people may not look at you as hip hop?
I mean, like, to me, like, I don't mean like defend like something like I'm not defending Iggy or something like that. But I mean, it's not like I think of like hip hop is like it's really evolved now to where it's really just like an expression of self.
Okay.
So like if there is like a skater kid rapping his life, you know, that's just his self expression to where someone else will connect with it. You know, I feel like if you telling a story about yourself, whether you're rich, poor, hustling, or you're in school, you know, I mean, it's really just about whatever you're talking about and putting like your life into expression. Okay. You know, so I mean, I kind of feel like hip hop has evolved now where there's not really a boundary. I mean, I feel like eventually it's not a good thing. This is a real bad thing. But it's gonna be open gay rappers getting buzz and stuff like that. I think eventually it's gonna get there. I mean, it's really with the Young Thug, Rich Homie Quan thing.
Right,
you know, the publicity stunts, calling people bae. I mean, how much farther? There's not much farther you can go before you're at that point.
Right,
you know?
I feel you.
So, I mean, I kind of think, I like to say it has, like, no boundary, you know, because, I mean, it's kind of like, in the day, you know, you had Eminem, and now you got all these other rappers, and, like, not just white rappers, people from Switzerland with buzz. If you watch, I'm big in the battle rap scene.
Okay.
Like, my boy Pat Stay.
Straight up.
Over at KOTD, you know, like, you got, like, a lot of, like, the best battle rappers is from overseas. Back in the Gap, you know, those guys, when they got the shine, you know, hip-hop it's just really, like, I don't even think it's where it's at its peak, because like it's really just expanding worldwide to where before maybe people were listening to it worldwide, but now you got people worldwide making the music. Got you,
man. Good answer, damn. Shit, real good answer, man. The first time I went to the platform, you were the first person I saw, and dude, you were just going on a spill about everything that was going on in your life, man, and bruh, man. Yeah. I had no idea, dog, because like the first time I had seen you was with Rich Gang. And then I heard you had left Rich Gang, which we're going to get on in a minute, man. But I'm talking about right now. I did not know all that had happened, man. Just let the people know, man, some of the trials and tribulations you've been through, man.
Like, I always tell people, it's kind of like, I'm older now, so I'm, like, mature. And I can accept responsibilities for my situations. Like, I went through a lot. But, like, not a lot of it, almost all of it was, you know, my own fault, you know. Like, you know, I had a good mom, a good dad. You know, I didn't grow up rich. You know, I was middle class. I had a job in high school, paid for all my stuff. But I know it's kind of like, it got to the point, you know, when you get older and you think that you know better, mom like, hey, do this, this, and this. Hey, man, screw that shit. I don't need this. I can do it on my own. Right. So, you know, I left the house. I said, I mean, I got boys. Now, you got your boys, man. If you ever need anything, bro, call me. You can stay the night at my house.
Right.
My mom's cool with you, bro. You know, like, you talk to their parents like, man, Dustin, you're welcome here anytime.
Right.
Man, I can't have show over the house with my backpack on. Hey, not right now. What you mean right now? So, yeah, I kind of, like, did, like, the couch-to-couch car living thing for a minute. That sucked.
Wow.
You know, you don't need no alarm when you sleep in a car. Because, like, when the sun come up, you're going to wake up. You're going to get hot as hell. Like, so, like, every morning about 6 o'clock, you know, my car ain't had no tint on it. So, like, I would wake up some nights, people looking in my shit.
God
you know, looking at me.
damn,
It was crazy. All my clothes in the back seat, taking the showers at, like truck stops,
Right,
showers,
right.
you know, going into restaurants, using the sink to brush your teeth.
Wow.
You know, shit sucked.
Now, you were going through all that just because you didn't want to be at home?
I mean, it kind of got to the point where, like, I thought, you know, the way this thing worked out, man, I dropped this CD, I'm on, man, I can rap.
Right.
So I was like, man, if I just struggle for a little while, I drop this, I'm good.
Right.
And so, like, you know.
You know that shit only happens in the movies, right?
Yeah, this shit,
Okay.
I learned that. I'm like, I thought I was in the scene from 8 Mile or something. That didn't work. Maybe I should have bleached more of my hair, but it didn't work. But, no, so, like, that happened. I left my house, you know, and then, like, I remember calling. I was like, man, I need to come home. My mom was like, man, you reap what you sow. It's over.
Damn!
And I was like, oh, fuck. So then, you know, I kind of, at that time, you know, like, now, you know, 100% sober. I don't drink anything. That's why I don't mention it in none of my songs.
Okay, so alcohol played a role in that shit.
I mean, I was living out in my car, and I was still paying a couple bills, but I spent a lot of money on alcohol, partying, drugs, so it was kind of like a never-ending cycle.
So you were just living the straight-up quintessential, just the rap rock lifestyle.
I was, you know, like, I don't know, like, looking back on it, I'm like, first of all, if I wasn't paying no rent, I should have been saving up, like, a shit ton of money, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I would think
what,
so, yeah.
Huh? Like, what happened? But, like, this money went here, and then, like, you know, it's like, you're programmed to think a certain way as in society, like, you need these clothes to look cool, you need these clothes to have friends, so it's like, I'm buying clothes, buying drugs, I'm partying, I'm drinking. And it was kind of like, it was just going down this cycle, you know. And one day, I kind of like, God kind of just like put his hand on my shoulder and was like, man, you need to leave all that alone. Like, if you walk down this, we can get you straight. That's kind of like, I had stopped even making music. You know, I was like, man, this ain't going anywhere. Like, it wasn't really going anywhere. Because, man, if I don't have a house,
right.
man, like, I don't know, I feel like everything comes better together when your life is in order. Like, if your life is out of order and you put your life in music, the music's going to be out of order.
Straight up.
Life's all over the place. You make music about your life, it's all over the place. So, like, man, I got, like, a decent job, you know, stopped drinking, stopped everything. 2 years sober, 23.
Congrats.
Hadn't drank since I was 21.
Congrats.
Got a decent job, you know, kind of got my life together. Got my own place. Then, you know, of course, then I had a kid.
Right.
That wasn't planned.
Hey, and congrats anyway.
I appreciate it. You know, that was just like extra motivation. That helped me mature a lot. You know, like there's like a lot of like old beef I had, you know, in the city, you know, that maybe like I wouldn't have, you know, like we was on No Speak, you know, and I reached out to everybody
Right.
that I had ever had a problem with, and I was like, man, I had a kid, you know, like it's bigger behind this, you know, I got bigger intentions behind this, you know, like that just opened my eyes, you know, handled all that, and then the next thing was to work, to get back into work.
Straight up.
Because like I went 2 years without talking to BJ, Brian Johnson. You know, that's my engineer from A1 since day one.
Shout out to BJ.
You know, like we 40 and Drake. Before there was 40 and Drake, man, there's me and B. You know?
Okay.
If you ever been in a session with me and B, like it's just like a lot of talking going on. And like he already knows. He knows my style. Like if I spit something wrong, he's like, hey, bro, that shit was whack. You know, so I mean, I went 2 years without talking to him. We just got back in the studio, and before I ever wanted to record like one album track, I did like 80 freestyles to just get back in the groove. You know, before I was buying beats, man, before I bought a beat,
Right.
I need to, you know, get back in the zone. Not trying to buy this beat and it be whack.
Right.
And I just wasted my money, you know. So like that happened, you know. Nisa, I think the first thing I had done, Nisa had thrown like the cypher. Whatever, I want to say you was there. And
Yeah,
like,
I was there.
There was a ton of people, you know.
Yeah, I was
like
there.
it was like a whole different scene. They
Yeah.
didn't like see, they didn't know who I was. They
Yeah.
didn't see me rap.
And you wreck shit. I remember that.
Yeah, I'll let you say it, but yeah.
Yeah, he wrecked shit. Yeah.
Yeah, so I kind of did that, and then Cool Mark, you know, shout out to Cool Mark,
Yeah.
Nisa, you know, they kind of put the platform together, and like that was kind of one cool thing. Like whenever I was first on the scene a couple years ago, shout out to Christy, you know, she had the 318 Cypher.
Right,
But
right.
Other than that,
Right.
there was nothing for a young rapper to shine on. You know, like we didn't have a, no pun intended, platform
Right.
to
I
do
feel you.
anything. You know, like it was kind of like, hey, we're gonna stand outside the club. Maybe Bebe comes by. Maybe we can give him a CD. Because I mean, we were underage anyway, so
Right.
we couldn't even get in the bitch.
How real is that? What you're saying right now,
So,
man?
I mean,
Keep it going, bro. Keep it going. My
You
bad.
know, we were there was nothing, no shine, no nothing. Your only open mic was in Dallas. I remember I'd get off work when I worked at Nukes, 10 o'clock at night, drive to the open mic at like 11 o'clock, perform, shake a couple hands, hand out some like mixtape CDs, drive back, and I had to be at work at like 6 o'clock in the morning. You know, like it was like the only places for platforms wasn't in your own hometown. You know,
Right.
so like it's kind of like it just being like big. You know, that's a lot, but a lot of that is like a lot of like the youth movements. You know, shout out to like Soul Society with the H&H and
Straight
stuff.
up.
You know, I performed at H&H. You know, there's just been like a lot of like more like unity and a lot more opportunity in the own city, which is great to see because like there's like a lot of rappers, you know, which is it's not right, but a lot of dope rappers, you know, that I've been doing were dope, but you know they didn't have the chance and they didn't have the right platforms, you know, that some of our younger guys like we do have now.
Right.
And if they would have had those now, you know, it would have been different.
Got you. The one thing I got to bring up, man, is 'cause like I said, you're like the comeback kid because you had a buzz, you faded away, came back with a buzz, and the buzz you had was when I first met you when you were with Rich Gang back, well, Wealth Club alumni now, but back then,
high school days. Yeah.
Right, they were calling themselves, you know, Rich Gang G6 clique. Or was it G5? My bad, G5, my bad, G5. Now, how'd you come into the Rich Gang fold?
I mean, I was high school, you know, like I was in high school. I went to high school with no rappers in it, you know. I went to Loyola, you know, it's nice. It's a good school, you know, like that's what, on a side note, you know, I like to thank that for like a lot of like the eloquent rhymes and stuff because like I was in like AP English, you know, like smart people English.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
The rest of the classes I sucked at. You know, I loved English because like, I would always go home and just like read the dictionary, and just look for words. And like I still do now. Like I'll underline like multiple syllable words to use those in rhymes.
Okay.
And it's like I don't know, like that. I like to think like going to like the school where like the teacher, you know, was really on you about like your grammar and a lot of stuff just for like the flow patterns and things like that today. But man, like in high school, you know, like I would drop a mixtape once a month. So there's 500 kids at the school for $5 a CD. Man, I was making like $4,000 a month in high school selling CDs.
God damn.
And then like I didn't really care about other schools because I had mine on lock. You know,
right.
I was a kid making $4,000 a month.
Okay.
Not having a job.
Okay.
There was a lot of Air Force Ones bought
I can imagine
for myself. But like, just those kids, when we go to parties with other kids, music would get played. Then like it's like just in like that high school circuit, you know, name kept bringing up. You know, I met with those dudes. They're all cool, super cool dudes. You know, it started off, you know, we just hang out. Man, we all had like similar interests, and they're like, you know, we make rap music. I was like, yeah, word, me too. They're like, your stuff's dope. I was like, y'all stuff's dope too. So then we just kind of clicked up like that. And from there, I mean, we rocked out for a little while. We were doing the Words Over Lattes thing for a little while. We had that unlocked. That was before, like, it wasn't nothing like it is now. It was still like, it was still popping, but like, I don't know. That's another thing that's great to see, like how much that has evolved as well.
Right. Shout out to Christian Words Over Lattes. So, with Rich Gang, I had those guys here last season. I don't know if you saw that episode.
Yeah, I saw it, yeah.
Okay, what'd you think of it?
I liked it, man. Like I said, there's some like the coolest dudes like you'll ever meet. Like just nice people, man. Like just cool, nice people. I like the music. It's like the it's like a good positive kind of vibe like the city needs, you know. Like we got enough like thug stuff, you know. We need
I agree, bro. We got enough ratchet shit. So it's nice to have something different. I agree with you on that one. Now when you were with Rich Gang, man, what was some of the ground that you guys were trying to conquer? What was some of the the groundwork you guys were looking to lay down via your music?
I mean, the hope was to be kind of like a slaughterhouse of the South. You know, like it was kind of like you had so many people, so many good rappers, and like to try like bring them all together. But at the same time, that's what makes it hard. When you have so many rappers, so many different personalities, it was hard to get everyone like together. You know.
Right, because how many people were in the group?
Man, there's like 20 people.
God damn.
Just a shit ton of people.
And everybody rap.
Everybody.
God damn. But there ain't no 16s to go around when you got 20 people, bro.
Well, I mean, we were split up like I think like everybody like had like 12s on a couple songs that I had recorded. Like there was like 3 people with 12s maybe.
So do you guys have a track where all 20 people are rapping on the track?
I don't know about that one.
Okay, I'm about to say because I don't know if anybody got the patience in the world for that shit.
Yeah, like there's like a Eminem like shady cypher video.
Yeah, man, that's like Wu-Tang on steroids, bro. Like that shit. When I saw y'all, I was like. And it was only 6 of y'all when I saw you, so for y'all to tell me, well, it's more than this,
yeah, it was more
I did not believe it until I saw like the picture with that Nikki Daniels had shot where all of them were downtown. I said,
like, I don't know, it's so crazy now. Like when you look at like that picture Nikki Daniels shot, and like a lot of people may not be in the group still, but like there's just so many dope artists in the picture. Like my favorite rapper in Shreveport is J Flow.
right.
J Flow.
He was Rich Gang.
Yeah.
I never see.
Calais. One of my other favorite rappers, Mikey Tyner. That's my boy.
Yeah.
He's dope. You know, he moved to Austin, Texas. But I mean, like it was so many things started. So many people was all there at one time. You know.
Yeah, they got a gang of people over there. Like I said, I had them last season, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I felt a little challenged, man, having all them motherfuckers up here at one time.
It take a lot to challenge.
Yeah, man, hey, bro. I was challenged that day. Shit, I was texting Nisa like, man, if this shit happens again, I'm gonna need me a co-pilot, cause that's too many fucking people, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you. But what was the reason for you leaving from Rich Gang? What was going on?
I mean, it's just kind of like small differences. You know, I mean, like I don't know. I'm the kind of person like if I'm paying for the music, I record the music. I want to put out the music. I'm gonna put out the music.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, other than that, I mean, like I said, like coolest people, man. I'm still hanging with them. I'll still hang with them anytime, you know. But it was just small differences, you know, like different like directions, you know, like to take things, you know.
Okay. Was it ever a clash of personalities?
I mean, it really wasn't, you know.
Okay.
Because everybody was like, you know, friends with everybody. You know, everyone was genuinely friends.
But so it was what was it? Just the creative differences?
I mean, it would be more like differences, like of how to do it, what to do with the music once it was already out. You know,
okay, I got
like one
you.
of those things like you're in the group owns the music.
Wow.
You know, that was kind of like.
Even if it's a solo joint.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of like I don't know. That's my thing is if I pay for the music, it's my music.
Right.
I'm gonna put out the music.
Okay, got you. Now, when you first of all, how did you let them know that you were leaving? How'd that come about?
Just kind of like told J Flow and a couple other dudes. I was kind of like, man, I think it's better for it to just kind of fade out, you know.
Okay. And how you think Lotus and Zoe took to it?
Lotus, cool. He's cool people. I mean, he was kind of like, you know, I mean, it's whatever.
Right.
You know, I mean, I still say what up to him every time I see him, you know.
Right. Now, what about Zoe, man? Because I asked Zoe the question about Drosie leaving. You know, there was kind of a little bit of a laughter, but they didn't want to go too deep into it. Was there any hard feelings?
I mean, I wouldn't say it's hard feelings, no. I mean, I didn't have any hard feelings. I mean, it's cool with me.
Well, did you know of any hard feelings on the other end that they may have felt?
I mean, if there was hard feelings, I mean, they could have said. I mean,
right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm cool with it.
Okay, cool. So from the outside looking in, this is the way it looked. Because me and Jerome, you know, we were present during all of that. Because I remember Rome used to bring you guys to the hayride, and from the outside looking in, it looked like Drosie left Rich Gang to get down with Red Dollar Gang. And this was like around the time, you know, when Capo was coming out. He came out with the Lord Knows freestyle. And so, you know, of course, Bebe, you know, has his arm draped over Capo, and Capo getting the buzz because of that. So it looked like you had left that side to go over to this side because, you know, the grass looked greener over here. Was that a right assessment or a wrong assessment?
Really, I mean, like it wasn't like just like I had left to do my own thing, and then Capo had came in. It wasn't like a just like here and here thing, you know. Like I was like, I'll just do my own thing, and then dude came in, you know, like a couple weeks later. It wasn't like a just like yo.
Oh, okay, okay. So it was literally like 2 weeks between you leaving Rich Gang and getting down with Red Dollar Gang.
It was like some time in there, yeah.
Okay, got you. Now, what was it about Red Dollar Gang that made you want to get down over there?
I mean, like I was gonna kind of write my own thing, and he was kind of like told me, you know, kind of like the things. Oh, you can put out your own music, things like that. You know, if I can really still do my own thing, you know, I didn't really care. You know, if I could still really like be my own dude, you know, just push everything the way I wanted to push it. You know, I didn't see a problem with anything. I was like, well, I mean, shit, if I'm doing my own thing, I mean, it can't hurt me. Right.
Okay. Now that's when you started getting the buzz again. Well, you still had the buzz, man. But it's like, to me, it seemed like your buzz had gone bigger because now you with, like I said, you with Capo, who was the it artist at the time because he was a new kid on the block. So, you know, his name was ringing. And for you to be part of that clique now, so now your name is equally ringing with Red Dollar Gang. And that's when I started seeing you in photo shoots with Sleepers for the Rich. So I'm looking at Drosie like, okay, man, look at Drosie doing his thing, man. So, being your time with Red Dollar Gang, man, what came of that?
I mean, I think of it as like a positive time. You know, it was. I mean, I got some stuff from it. You know, he got a lot of stuff from it as well. You know, I put a lot of people on his music. You know, sold it at my school. You know, I got. I don't know. I think of it. It was kind of like an equal partnership. You know, more so than anything. You know, I got some from him. He got some from me. Yeah, it was positive though. Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah. Right. So what happened with that? Hey, this 100 talk, man. Let's go.
During the time when I was homeless, like, living out of my car, like I'm not pushing my own music. I was still, because I went time without recording, but I'm still pushing all his stuff,
So you were pushing all his music at the time?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a couple different things. I'll get into the other things as well. But I was kind of still pushing the music. Video drops, list everybody in it. Everybody in the group, they're tagged in the video. I'm not tagged in the video.
Oh, shit.
So I'm kind of like, well, take that for what it is,
So let me get it straight. Now, you had the worst part of your life, right?
Yeah.
You're living out of your car.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Rock bottom.
Correct.
You repping the logo, the Red Dollar Gang logo. You repping the name.
Correct.
And you look up one day to see a new video and your name ain't on there.
It was like Illest in the City. That Illest in the City video.
Right.
Correct.
And so I take it. So if your name wasn't if your name wasn't tagged in the video, I'm assuming that you weren't at the video shoot.
No. I wasn't told about the video shoot. So
I don't mean to laugh, bro, but that seemed kind of fucked up, man. How did you not get word that they were shooting a video?
That's a great question. That's an excellent question.
Okay, so.
And more than that, it goes on to, all the mixtapes he dropped when I was with him that I sold. How many Drosie features were on there?
I was just about to ask you that. The mixtapes, where were you on those features?
That's another great question.
God damn it.
But how many features?
Was Capo on your shit? Okay.
Correct.
And you never objected to that? You never raised questions to none of that shit?
Man, I look at everything as like a positive dude. Like I don't try to I don't know. I think of like some of that. I thought maybe it'd been like the devil in like the back of my head or something. Like I was like, I kind of thought, I guess my time will come. Like I don't know, because I don't like to like hate or nothing.
Right,
So I was kind of like, man, I don't want to trip. Like it's for the bigger cause.
You don't want to rock the boat.
Yeah, for like the bigger cause. Like I'm gonna do my thing, support it,
right,
push it. If I keep going hard, I'll get it one day.
Because even Fat Travis got a verse. Shit.
Then it kind of goes to then like the one of the songs that I had him on the feature. It was called Ratchet with it. It never got released, but like Ern had heard it. He's like, man, Drosie, you killed that thing.
Right, and that's a Capo's manager.
Yeah, a couple weeks later, I'll shout to Ern, man. I still love Ern to death, man. He's one of my good friends. A couple weeks later, he had recycled the verse on like a freestyle or something. And he was like, hey, why don't you put Fat Travis or Cash on it? And then we'll try to push it. So, you know what I did? It's off YouTube now because I took all my stuff off. I just dropped it anyway. Screw it. Dropped it anyway. That's kind of how that happened. But then, the video came out. Went tagged in it. Just kind of took that as well, I guess I'm not in anymore. I never got a call. Never got a text.
Did you ever get an explanation?
No. So I just kind of, at that time, I was building myself. I was at rock bottom. Then as I built myself back up, kind of fell behind. The scenes, I still never got a text or anything. So when I came back out, all right then.
Right.
Over there, me here.
Well, just be real, this 100 salt, man. After the way he did you with the Red Dollar Gang affiliation, it had to feel a little bit good to rub that in his face. Like, yeah, bitch, I'm back. I'm here.
It says in the Bible, man, the people that rub you off, they're the first ones to have a seat at the table while you eat. So that's kind of just how that happened, man. Like I said, I don't hold. It's just the way I've matured in my life. I don't hold a grudge on anyone because I know everything comes back. That's proof everything comes back.
Man, there you go, bruh.
Honestly, I feel like I probably still would be waiting on my guest spot. And, 2 years later, and I probably would never got the chance.
Right. Cause man, let me paint a picture for the viewers, man. Like we had just talked about, he hit rock bottom. He's trying to find his way back to the top, so he was doing little ciphers and all that. And he's killing every last one of these fucking ciphers, might I add. He comes in, typical white boy look, but he's just rapping his ass off, and everybody is just jocking him at every time he comes to an event. And then that just leads up to the cipher where the audience is bigger. So now the reaction is bigger. Yeah. So now you got Cool Mark, putting his stamp of approval on you. Then you got Jab putting his stamp of approval on you. Like, I ain't gonna lie, man. If I was Capo, I'd be like, God damn, man, I fucked up. Maybe I should have kept homie around a little bit longer.
Hey, that's what happened with what happened with Meek Mill? People don't know Meek Mill is on Grand Hustle.
Yeah.
Look at some of those videos. Meek Mill with the braids.
Yeah.
Videos of Grand Hustle. T.I. be the first one to tell people in interviews, I dropped the ball.
Yeah.
Meek Mill went over to MMG. Dude just had, I think he has the #1 album in the country right now.
Right, yeah, shout out.
You know, I mean, it's what it is.
So, man, let's talk about your affiliation, man. How'd you get down with whatever ENT and Jabbo?
Man, I'm just kind of like, I was kind of like on the indie thing, like truly indie, not like some dudes like, I'm indie, but my manager pay for all my shit.
Right.
Like, I'm working job, paying my rent, paying my bills, buying beats. And, man, like, it's really God, man. Like, I take no credit, you know, like, I just kept killing the platform, you know, they approached, we met, you know, went over everything. They like what I brought to the table, like what they brought to the table, and it's just kind of like a family thing, man. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's big to me because, like, I never really had, like, a real support system. You know, like I say in one of my songs, I'm sorry, Mom, that I never got a scholarship. I had to reach my own goals, not my father's shit. You know, so it's kind of like, you know, like, they didn't, like, hate what I was doing or anything. They were like, you're a rapper. I want nothing to do with it. But they always wanted me to, like, go to school, do this, do this, do this. Then, you know, with the cliques I was in, it was always like, we want you to do this. We don't, you know, you can't release this. Or Capo, I want you to push this. Don't get no verse on any of my songs.
Wow.
So it was kind of like, for the first time, you know, I had people around me, you know, like, I felt like were there for, like, the better of me, you know. Like, it was kind of like a family thing, you know. Like, it was kind of like, we're going to bring this, you already bring this, you know, like, we feel like we could just come together and be, like, perfect matchup, you know, and, like, that just, I don't know, it felt right, man.
Okay, all right, man. That's always a good look, you know what I'm saying, have a white boy around, man. Every crew of black dudes need.
Hey, the white boys need it sometimes.
Hey, somebody got to talk to the police, man.
Hey, somebody.
Straight up, man. And then you around some of the hoodest black dudes in the damn city, man. Ain't that some shit? That's always a good look for both sides, man. Hey, I ain't mad at you, bro. Now let's talk about the single, I Swear. Man, now first of all, let people know, you know, the backstory of I Swear. Explain it to them.
I mean, like, it's just kind of like, I make all my music for, like, what I'm going through, you know, and, like, I was just going through, like, a lot of stuff, you know, when I Swear came on, you know. I just had my son, lost my son, just a lot was going on, you know. I was in, like, a pretty, like, dark place, you know. BJ made this beat, he called me, he's like, man, I got the perfect beat for you. And, like, you know, that shit never happens. He never just calls me and tells me that.
Right.
So, like, he emailed it to me. Man, it was on, you know, from there. I think I wrote the song, like, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, you know, the whole song. And we went in, and, like, as soon as I left from, like, the studio, like, a lot of times, you know, you've seen artists, like, they leave from the studio, they got to come back to put this touch-up on.
Right.
Like, he was like, I didn't have to put no touch-up on. And it took me only 30 minutes to record it. It's like, it just came out so natural. And, like, the beat, the lyrics, the flow, everything was, like, perfect, you know. And, man, I would have never imagined the song would have had, like, take off like it really did. You know?
Right.
But, I mean, like, the more I listen to it, I let some of my friends hear it. It's like, man, this that shit.
Right.
Like,
and it is. I ain't gonna lie to you, it is.
They're like, man, fuck being humble. It's that shit.
Yeah.
And, like, this gonna be the one that gonna change a lot for you, you know. Like, but, you know, I was at the point now. I was like, man, that stuff's not gonna happen, man. It's like, I'll just be happy, you know, if I just sell music around the city, you know, maybe I can try and get my ass back in school. Get a degree, move to, like, Houston or Dallas or something.
Right.
And, like, make, like, 60 a year. And,
like everybody else did, yeah.
Make, like, 60,000 a year and, like, fund this shit on the side. Like, leave from the damn office, log out of my computer, take my tie off, and go to fucking, like, Onyx or something.
Right.
Some shit like that, you know. But, man, hey, first time performing at the platform, like, I remember, like, they went fucking wild. And then, like, one of my friends, shout out to Malin, the road dog, he moved to Dallas since past couple of weeks. But he was, like, my day one, A1, went with me to all the shows, go to Dallas, and he had to be at work at, like, 6 o'clock in the morning the next morning, you know. But he looked at me after I came off the stage, first time performing, he's like, that's the one. And, I mean, it's kind of took off from there.
Okay, man. So how's it feel, bro?
Oh, it's cool, you know. I mean, like, I don't really listen to the song. I haven't listened to the song. Like if it's on the radio, I might like take like a Snapchat video, like yeah, bitch, but then I'm gonna like cut it off.
Right.
I remember watching an interview with Dr. Dre, and he said like one of the biggest things he always told 50 when In the Club came out, you're not allowed to listen to the song because like he didn't want him to like hear that and be like, yeah, man, like I got a good song. Like don't think that you have a good song. You gotta go in the studio the next day, like you still trying to find a good song, and all the other songs aren't worth anything. So like I don't know, that's a big thing. I don't really listen to my own music. I never really have.
Okay, really?
Yeah, I might after I like put my stamp of approval on it. That's what I want. I'll listen to it.
Gotcha.
Because I don't want it to be in my head that like I like that song I have. I should be chilling. Because how I be chilling, that turns into a 2-year break.
Right. I'm out of my questions, man. I got what I needed, bro. So man, you got any closing statements, man? This is on you right now.
I mean like. I don't know. I like to go through an interview and not hear that the name Slim Shady. I appreciate.
Man, like I said, I didn't want to bring up the white thing, man. For what, man? It's 2015. Fuck it, man.
I appreciate it. Yeah, and I mean, one thing I always tell people, like they always ask me like what my biggest rap influences are.
Yeah, nah, I ain't gonna do that shit, bro. Fuck that shit.
Big Pun.
And I'm not gonna bring up nigger, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna bring that up, you know. Fuck it, man.
Big Pun and Nas, probably my favorite rappers, man. And my favorite relevant rapper today, I don't know if he's super relevant to everyone. If they haven't heard of him, go check him out. Freddie Gibbs, man.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Gangsta Gibbs, bro. You know, one of the nicest, man.
Man, shout out to Lil One, man. He had a track placement on Freddie Gibbs.
Was it like Codeine or something like
that?
Yeah,
on ESGN,
Yeah, ESGN, man. Freddie Gibbs, one of the dopest out, man. Hobson, you know, and so I mean, there are people like ton of dope people in the city, man. I don't know. We got to the point now, like everyone needs. It's all about supporting each other, man. You know, there's so many dope artists, Luco, King B. Weezy, Big Sack, man, KP. I mean, it's like too many to even name. J Flow, All Rich Gang, also West Coast alumni, All Soul Society. I mean, OTWB, all them guys, Hollywood Kane, man, Trail Kane. It's just like so many dope people, man. Like it's just man, like I'm from being in the rap scene, it made me sound like I think I'm old or something. Years ago to now, it's just like, man, you look at the city, it's just like promise, you know, like you can tell like if everybody just keeps their head on straight, stays out of beef over like dumb shit, and like moves forward, like we're gonna be like we're building the foundation now to really like have like a good hip hop community, man. It's just great to see.